Welcome back to Dumb Crimes and Criminals. I am your host, Rick. You're now tuned into the funniest true crime podcast in the world. We are back in the building. Fresh off a turkey day. Fresh off that good old Thanksgiving. Hope y'all enjoyed y'all Thanksgiving, man. You know, hope y'all ate good. You know, I took a break. I took a break myself, man. I ain't had to do nothing. I had a few days off, so I said, you know what? I'm taking a few days off from everything. You know, I'm not recording. I'm not working. I'm just going to sit back. I'm going to enjoy the family. We'll get back to it on Sunday. You know, it's currently 10:47 p.m. on Sunday. You know, and I remember a while back I told you I want to start dropping episodes Sunday, man. So y'all can start y'all week off with the funniest true crime podcast in the world. We here. We back in the building, and today we're traveling to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Now, I've never been to Milwaukee. No disrespect to Milwaukee, man. It may be lit over there. I may not never know, but it may be lit. You know, I just don't know if I'm ever going to be in Milwaukee for anything. You know, it's a lot of places like that where it sounds like, it's like, why would I ever go there or why would I ever go here? But, you know, hey, man, maybe I'll try there. Maybe I'll stop through there one day, man. But as of right now, I've never been to Milwaukee. So feel free to drop a comment and let me know if it's lit in Milwaukee. But we have 4 people traveling in a stolen car. That's always fun. Stolen car, you already know where this story's heading. You know, 4 people in a stolen car. Police get behind them, which turned it into a high-speed chase. Of course it did. They stole a car. Y'all got behind us. We can't pull over. We got to get low. Of course. Hey, this is a high-speed chase. Now, here's my thing. What kind of stolen car was it? You know, because, I mean, shit, man. Y'all best off hopping. Y'all, like, I mean, everything ain't meant to peel off for the cops. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, y'all in the stolen joint and all that, but what kind of car is this? Because I don't think it was no Hellcat, but, you know, you got to do what you got to do, and I understand it. You know, I understand it. Me personally, I'm not with the high-speed chasing and all that. I don't trust people enough, man, especially if I'm behind the wheel, you know, I trust my driving. I don't really trust people driving like that. You know, I remember one time me and my man, me and a couple of my mans, man, my man Sav, my man Keith, we was riding, and it's not funny, but it was mad snow outside. So I'm telling this nigga to slow down. This nigga driving a little fast. It's snowy as hell. Like, we couldn't see shit. It was really snowing hard. But I'm like, yo, slow down. Like yo, he's still driving. And the car started to turn a little bit. And it was like slow motion because it started to turn, and then it started to like slowly fishtail, right? And next thing you know, we was just spinning. We was just like spinning in a circle. We just spun like maybe twice, and it felt like slow motion because the whole thing was slow motion. By the way we started going back and forth, like we just started fishtailing, like, but slowly, like, and just spin. Boom, we hit a rail. I jumped out the car and started running. I thought Joe was going to blow up on some movie shit. I'm going to keep it 100. I don't do the speeding. I don't. You know, I don't. I'm not with the speeding. It's another dude on Instagram. He wears a like a poo shiesty. He's in his Benz and he's just speeding. You know, I might have spoke about it on the pod before, but he's just speeding. Every video on his page is just him just speeding, weaving in and out of traffic and doing all this. And I think that's the corniest shit in the world. You know what I'm saying? You want to do all that, take your ass to NASCAR. You know what I'm saying? We out here, we trying to go to the store. We not trying to have you speed racing past us and doing all this dumb shit. Me personally, I think it's corny. But you read the comments, people like, oh, he nice. No, he this, he that. No, he's dumb. That shit is corny. You know? And of course, you know, they on a high-speed chase. What happens on a high-speed chase? When niggas could barely drive. You crash. So they crashed, trying to get away. I really would like to know what kind of car they had. You know, what kind of car they had. Like, For real. That says a lot, what kind of car they had. Like I said, I doubt it was some Hellcat. I don't even know if it was some fast shit or not, but that's kind of interesting. So let's do a breakdown of the 4 people in the car. 1 got caught at the scene. All right, so I'm assuming my man. Now, hopefully he wasn't hurt. It doesn't specify if he was hurt or not. It just says he was caught at the scene. So I hope he wasn't hurt. You know what I'm saying? I hope he just was like, yo, whatever, man. I'm gonna take my lick and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because in situations like that, you make it worse when you get out and run. They got to chase you or they got to come hunt you down and find you or whatever the case. That's another charge. So maybe I hope, like I said, I hope he didn't get hurt. I hope the driver just was like, yo, I'm gonna take my lick, man. You know what I mean? Like, damn, I crashed, tire popped off. Cool, I'm gonna take my lick. As opposed to running and then, having to deal with extra charges for evading and resisting the arrest and all that shit. I hope he just said, you know what, y'all got me, I'm gonna take my lick. 2 people got away. So they probably got the boogie, and them 2 niggas probably was in the back. Cause when you in a car like that, the back seat is the easiest you ain't got nothing going on. It's really the driver. Everybody else is kind of at an advantage. The driver gotta find like the right time. Cause this nigga gotta park it. He gotta throw that joint in park, hop out, all that. Everybody else could just damn near hop out, at any given time. Like if a nigga want to get a stop, drop, and roll on, he could hop out, roll on some movie shit and keep it pushing. The driver can't really do that. The driver is trying to maneuver. He got to watch for shit. You know what I'm saying? Passenger and the 2 people in the back, they could get out at any time and boogie. The driver could be hit something, back out. They could hop out while he doing that and dip. The driver is kind of, the toughest to get out. But so 2 people got away. All right. Like I said, it doesn't specify, but I'm assuming that, they was in the back. Let's just say they was in the back for the story's purpose. They was in the back. Now, the last suspect is the reason why I'm even doing this story. All right. The last suspect is the reason why I'm here on my podcast reviewing this story. He got low. He ran. And he goes and decides to hide in a damn porta potty. Listen, let me tell you something, man. I don't do do you know how nasty porta potties are? Like, are you familiar with how nasty porta potties are? And I understand you getting low, you running from the cops and all that. What would make you think to take your ass to a porta potty and hide in it? Now, on top of that, why wouldn't you think that cops chasing you wouldn't look in a porta potty? You know what I'm saying? Like, if the cops is behind you and they like coming in the direction that you're coming in, a rookie cop may even say, "Hey, check that porta potty in case he jumped in it." Right? Like, a rookie cop could put that 2 and 2 together. A rookie cop. Porta potties are fucking filthy. I would never get in one of them shits and call myself hiding from the cops. No, I'm not doing that. That's not happening. All right? Now, he hides in the porta potty. Here's the thing. Apparently, he ran across a golf course, right? So it doesn't say like if the cops was chasing him. It doesn't say like, yo, cops was chasing him and he ran across, because while he was in a porta potty, a golfer tipped the porta potty over and held it till the cops came. So it doesn't say how or why you know what I'm saying, the golfer decided to do that. You know what I mean? Because you ain't, like, clearly maybe they heard the cop car or something, like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe they heard the cop car coming or just heard the sirens, or maybe they seen him run and then they see cops, like, you know, in the area looking like they're looking for somebody, and he like, oh, I know where this dude at. I'm gonna tip the porta potty. Yo, he's over here. Maybe that's what happened. I think that had to be what happened. Because it doesn't really say in the article. It just says, you know, the golfer tipped the porta potty over. But how do you know this man is on the run for something? So clearly you probably heard police sirens. You probably, you know, seen a couple minutes later, you probably seen him run across there, going to porta potty, maybe not think much of it. But then you see a police person running, an officer running in the area looking like he's looking for somebody. Then you just put two and two together. You know, maybe that's what happened. But I'm going to say this. You got to go find that golfer. You got to swing on him. You got to go swing on him. Listen, man. If I'm hiding from the cops in the porta potty, don't knock the porta potty over, man. They knocked the porta potty over and trapped the dude in the porta potty till the cops came. Don't do that if you see me hiding in the porta potty from the cops, man. Don't do that, yo. When I get out, before I get these cuffs on me, I'm swinging, yo. I'm swinging. I gotta swing. I gotta show you my golf swing. Like, for real. Could you imagine? You thinking you low. You in there breathing hard and shit. It stank. It's dirty. You in there. Next thing you know, you feel like you falling. You're like, yo, what the fuck? Now you got all that shit and piss from mad strangers on you because this dude want to be a hero? Oh, nah. You got to swing on him. And I'm not here to condone violence or criminal activity. But knock me over in the porta potty, I'm swinging on you. That's how that go. That's just how that gotta go. That's just how that gotta go. Knock me over in the porta potty, I'm swinging on you. That's just how that got to go. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm swinging. I'm getting up. Listen, officer, I'm going to go to jail. You got to let me whoop his ass, though. I'm going to jail. You caught me. I'm in the porta potty. I ain't going nowhere. I'm here. Let me whoop his ass first, please, officer. That's how I'm coming out the porta potty. Officer, look, hands up in the air. Listen. Before you put the handcuffs on me, let me whoop my man ass, please. Let me whoop his ass. Don't lock me in the porta potty. You ain't even have the decency to just, like, yo, hold the door. You tips it over onto the door so I can't get out. You tip me over in the porta potty. We got to throw hands. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We have to throw hands. We have to. Officer, please, before you lock me up, I know I'm going to jail. All right? I know this. You know this. I was in a stolen car. I ran from you. I know I'm going to jail. Let me whoop his ass before I go to jail, please. Oh, man. Yeah, man. But, you know, this is wild. Hey, man. Porta Potty Man is crazy. You know? Got a couple of announcements for y'all before I get up out of here. Follow on Instagram. And this is important. All right. If you're listening to this podcast right now, first and foremost, I want to thank you. You know, I'm back on deck. We back recording. You know, I just want to take a couple days off, just be with the family. You know, I didn't have to work. So I had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. So I just wanted to be with the family. I said I ain't doing nothing. I'm chilling. I'm going to record Sunday, and I'm just going to chill with the family, enjoy Thanksgiving, and just, you know, relax, watch some Christmas movies and things like that. What was I going to say? Oh, if you're listening to this, please, like, seriously, I'm trying to actively grow this community. I'm going to say this every podcast, you know. Follow f.t.h_media on Instagram, okay? That's f.t.h_media f.h_media on Instagram. For real. If you're listening to this podcast right now and you be on Instagram, go follow that page. Support the page. I'm trying to grow. I'm just made the page. I'm still trying to grow the page, but that's where anything that got to do with this podcast or my other podcast, the Retro Rick podcast, is going to be on that page. Now, the description of that will be in the link, not the link, but the podcast name will be in the description of this, but I just want to let y'all know while you're listening now, it's f.t.h_media, just in case y'all don't read descriptions. All right, because everybody don't just read the descriptions, but it's always in the description. But like I said, anything involving this podcast is gonna go there. I just got a new camera today. I was in Best Buy looking at cameras, and my wife said, "Yo, get it," and actually bought me the camera and the microphone. So be on the lookout for video that'll be coming soon. Give me some time to figure out the camera. I've been talking about this for a while, going back and forth with different cameras. And today the wife was like, "My nigga, you playing games. I'm buying this camera for you today, and you're going to get your videos jumping." And I definitely appreciate and love her for that. So be on the lookout for that. Just give me some time to work with the camera and all that, and we're going to be rolling. But again, like I said, man, support the podcast, spread the word about the podcast, tell people about the podcast, listen, like the podcast, share the podcast, comment on the podcast, help me grow, and like I said, f.t.h_media. All right. We trying to get this thing rolling. All right. That's home of the Retro Rick podcast and Dumb Crimes and Criminals. So if you mess with me, support my other podcast, and let's get it. I'm out.